is everybody doing tonight? I wasn't here last weekend, and now it's time for yet another stream. Not going to be a terribly long stream tonight. I'm not going to talk a long time, and unfortunately, Half Demon, you're already asking. I don't have anything to eat tonight. I have been hard working on my videos that I've been putting out. I have one to drop for tomorrow. It's all finally done. I don't like to drop them in the middle of the night. I like to drop them a little afternoon. That's just the best time. I have another one behind that I may film tomorrow. Popeye is going to do their fish sandwich. I wanted to do 3 fish sandwiches in a row. To the subject of channel updates, and that's what I was going to be doing. Ads inserted. Anyway, sorry about ads. I try to keep the midstream ads out. You know, I get to point out when they come in, and I can kill them before they come now. Don't really care. Tartizzle, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping by. I can hear it raining outside now. The storm is coming to Georgia. It has been windy as crap all day. Here up in Ohio, my sister up in Ohio said she had some golf ball size hail. I haven't had any thunderstorms yet. That's supposed to plow through here around midnight. Live streaming and doing live food reviews. I'm not too sure that I want to continue doing live food reviews. I may do some microwave stuff when I stream. I may not be streaming quite as regular. I want to focus on my videos. I was taking too much time away from my videos, and I was having trouble getting more than 1 a week out. So far, I'm going to probably have close to 3 in that period of time. You remember Bojangles? I did a couple different Bojangles. You remember how they left me and forgot me in the penalty box? I went to Bojangles again, the same one. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no angst toward those people. I irritated me that they forgot, but if you know them, they're actually some pretty funny and nice people. I enjoy talking to them when I do. But anyway, I revisited them again, but I'm not going to spoil it and tell you how it went. You'll have to watch the video. It's going to drop tomorrow. It's Bojangles fish sandwich. And like I say, Popeyes is next. Tartizzle, he's a live streamer over on Twitch, and I follow him. Good guy. I just wanted to say hello to him. I like to say hello to just about everybody in here tonight. Eddie, Holiday, Mr. Shiny Enthusiast. The storm is a brewing. Yes, it is. Green Broccoli Studios is here tonight. Anime. He's an anime guy. He thinks that me and Shadow Joe are anime characters at each other's throats, when in reality, that's probably true. Just saying. You notice that me and Shadow haven't been talking much lately. Well, we had a really bad falling out off camera, and I've agreed not to harass him so much when he's trying to say his lines, because he has a mind like a sieve and can't keep it together, and it's stressful out there when you're shooting in the wild. But like I say, I always pain a lot over this about what to do with the live streams. But with the food reviews, I was actually spending as much time prepping for a review on the live stream, when in reality, it to me, it's inferior to the videos. I think the videos are a little bit better. I'm going to chatter for just a little bit, and then I'll take questions. Like I say, I'm not going to try and sit here and talk for 3 hours tonight. That's not going to happen. Birdshot, how are you doing? Birdshot, guess what I've got? I've got the knife out, and I have it out for a reason. Somebody sent me something in the mail. I'm so excited. I get to open up something. We're going to do that in just a minute when I cover all my topics. See, I have Cliff Notes. Yeah, Cliff Notes. I don't think that's the right description. Anyway, birthday shout-outs. It is something that I visit all the time and think about it a lot. You know, there have been times where I wanted to get rid of them, but I'm not. Birthday shout-outs, I do those for nothing. If you want, like I said, if you want, you can give me $2 and I will, or sometimes people give me more. And a lot of times they give me enough to actually pays for the food, you know, so that's pretty cool when that happens. But I'm going to leave them. I know they really have nothing to do with the video, but I've been doing birthday shouts for well over 100 videos. I went back and looked, and I was kind of surprised. You know, I realized there's probably not going to be a ton of people here tonight either, because I'm not doing a food review. I just don't think that I'm jumping all over the place. I just don't think that food reviews are helping my channel. When I do them live, I don't think they're a lot different than what you would see in the quadrillion food reviewers out there that are thinking they're going to get rich quick doing food reviews on YouTube out of their car with a cell phone. Yeah, I got news for you, dude. It's not that. I mean, you may get lucky. Hey, I'm not saying you won't get lucky, but I'm just saying that's probably not going to happen. I've got some people out there. No hail in Findlay, Ohio yet. That's from Hashi Kevin Cullen. Hashi Hanshi. I suck at pronouncing these names. Omega wants me to try Sonic Spicy Chicken Slinger. I don't think I did the spicy one, but I think I did the Chicken Slinger eons ago. I think I did. Box opening is going to be epic. Yeah, if I had a box open, but all I got's a letter. I'm not complaining. I don't know what's in it. I thought I could figure it out. I thought it was like money and change, but it's not. You know, you can always hope. Yeah, tart. Yeah, it is a thing. You know, I need to focus. I am not a live streamer. You know, I'm just not a live streamer. It's just not a natural thing for me. Although I'm able to speak fairly fluently, relatively fluently, I guess, on live stream. But when I'm shooting a video, it's not that easy. I mean, getting something done in the first take is actually unusual. The last video that I released, there was actually a few of those cuts that were first takes. The end, I think I did 4 takes for the end where I wasn't like stuttering or just blah, 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 saying something and falling apart on that. Anyway, Waffle Kip, yeah, I'm doing good. I am really doing good. I appreciate you asking. Let me read this one comment and we'll go on to my next topic here. Donuts it's a ploy to have fun, but a review is probably, I don't know what their motivations are for doing them. I mean, I know that, live streaming is not a source of revenue for me at all. I'm not complaining, but I can say that I do have fun when I do it. I really do enjoy live streaming. It is fun to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't do them anymore. But I like talking to the people who watch my videos. That's why I do this. Not to try and do faux food reviews live, but and I'm not kicking people that do food reviews out of their car. That's okay. I just I have a vision of how I want my food reviews to look and how they look, versus that live. If you understand what I'm saying, I realize I'm kind of being confusing. On the subject, Burger King. Burger King has like a Western Whopper now, and I get people like, do the Western Whopper, do the Western Whopper. I mean, Burger King, what did they do with this Western Whopper? Did they put on the ketchup first and the pickle second or something? Give me a break. A new menu item, a new menu item. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, real new menu items. Take, for instance, Domino's. The video did real well because you know what? Even though everybody and their brother has stuffed crust pizza, it was a new menu item for Domino's. And actually, it did quite well, by the way. But I'm not going there. That's what I'm talking about. When you're a videographer and you're making videos, you're not trying to get me. I'm not. If I was trying to make more money, you would see collaborations. You would see ads integrated into my videos, but that's not what it's about. I get at least 4 or 5 offers a day that I promptly delete. Now, some of them may be scams, who knows, but I do get some. I would be doing that, but I'm not. But you still want people to look at your videos. Like if you do a video and you get like 20,000 views, and that's kind of a high number for me these days. That's cool. That's good. Make sure I turn that off so I don't get music playing on top of me when I bump something. But anyway, I saw that and it was like, now I may do their big fish. It just depends on how close I'm getting to the end of Lent. Hey, Lent people out there. Do you, I should know this. When does Lent end? You know, how much more time do I have to do fish videos? Because that's what I was doing them back to back because there was nothing else out there credible to do. I haven't looked today. But, Detroit Smash. Detroit, thank you for giving me your Prime sub. That's nice of you. I appreciate that. I would give myself my Prime sub because I'm so greedy, but I can't. I have to go over there and sub on Tart. I need to give Tart some subs. Go over and help Tart Tizzle out. That's my boy. Birdshot. Thank you, Birdshot. Appreciate it. It is Easter. Tell me when it is. I'll try and I'll try and keep track of the chat. I know I'm missing a lot because I'm running my mouth, but I'm getting to the end of my tirade. The Burger King thing, that just irritates the crap out of me. I understand you want me to do it, but don't suggest videos on food that you know for a fact is going to suck. I don't like to do negative videos, even though over half of my videos are 5 and below. You know, it seems like it anyway. I don't like to. It is much more difficult to do those videos because probably my video, I have different sections of my video. The intro, I write that out and then I kind of read it and I ad lib it. So it's kind of scripted. The end of the video, the outro, where I say what I think about the food, I do Shadow Joe's take, and then I do the outro. That's all pretty much right off the top of the head. And if I have a negative video, I have difficulty saying those things. So it's, I could be out here for like a half hour shooting takes of why I think something like why I'm going to go 4.5, Anyway, April 17th. So we got plenty of time yet. We can knock off some more ones. If nothing really credible comes up for videos, I'm going to knock out some fish videos. I think Sonic, I don't know if Sonic has a video. I know it's video. Fish sandwich. I know that Checkers does, and I've been down on Checkers lately with their burgers. I mean, good God. Guys, turn the heat up. Turn the heat up on your hamburger holding drawers, okay? Turn it up. Because when they get out to the end user, they're freaking cold. If anybody out there at Checkers, if you're listening, turn the heat up on it. If you're not going to cook them to order, at least turn the heat up. Sorry. I get emotional about food. Yeah. Anyway. Live stream pet cats. Oh my God. You don't know what you're asking. Now, Priscilla tries to bite me when I give her cat treats. She tries to bite me when I pet her. How on this God's green earth am I going to get her to come over here to the studio on camera? You'll see a bloody stump. She loves me. She does. I know she does. She does. But she just doesn't know how to show it, So I try not to be too hard on Priscilla, but Priscilla's evil, I think. I think she just nearly starved to death before we got her, and it made her weird because she had to kill things to eat. I don't know. I'm not going to try to psychoanalyze my psychotic cat. But as far as Belle is a very old cat. Belle is looking a whole heck of a lot better. We're keeping her inside. We initially brought her in and put her on the back porch in a cage. And now we leave the cage door open and she goes in and out and does her thing. And she loves her cage. I don't think she sees it as a cage. But she is just something. Yeah, my cats. Sorry. Somebody said live stream my pet cats. Yeah, that's not going to work so well. Anyway, but thank you for Craniometro Perfectionist. Did I say that right? Appreciate that first time chat for helping me out. Let me see what else we got. Collab with Just Food Reviews and King Ben. I don't know who those people are, dude. I don't know. Collaborations and doing my food reviews. I'm not sure how I would collaborate with someone. I really don't. I think it would be weird because my videos are very, very structured. They're very regimented. I do things just boom, boom, boom. I do my temperature test, I do burger number 1 is 148.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Burger number 2 is 162.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Burger number 3 is 167.2 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my videos any length of time, I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. Hotter is always better. And today, you pass the joke. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How am I going to do that with a collaboration? I'm sorry. What's got me so wound up? It must be this damn coffee. I was just going to update everybody on the channel tonight. 30 minutes, bug out. And I still may do that. But I'm gonna get a lot of the chat. I just had some things I wanted to share. You may not see me doing regular reviews. If I do reviews, I'm going to do them on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I just might not be cranking them out every week. Because like this week, I actually had to stop editing. I'm trying to get... I'm kind of working out a system where I can get the videos out a little more efficiently without me spending literally a sit down of 12-hour long edits to where I get out when I'm done. My eyeballs are twitching from staring at the screen too long. I'm doing a little bit different, like the title rolls. And I don't want to compromise my videos. I want my videos to be just like they are. I want an original title roll every time, a different one every time to music. Those take me anywhere from an hour and a half to 4 hours to make. Just the part that says Joe is hungry, episode 40 something, and then Fuzzy Cat, and then a picture of the cat for about 4 to 6 seconds. That takes me a long time. So what I've been doing lately is when I'm not making a video, I sit up and I'll make 2 or 3 title rolls ahead. Ooh, it is. I don't know. Can you hear that noise? And so I get that done. So I have those made up and it saves me a lot of time. And like this time, I know I'm going to do 3 videos in a row. I know what I'm going to do. So I will actually shoot the intros where I say what all the ingredients are and all that stuff before I shoot the video. I'll do 3 of those in a row. And then when it comes time to shoot videos, I can literally shoot the video, get home, dump the footage, edit it, and by midnight, I have a finished video. And then I release it the next day. That is helping me. That way I'm not spending so many contiguous hours editing to where I get so fatigued. Anyway, I'm done. Plush win. Plush? You talking about my plushies? I love my plushies. I need to put them in a video. I love those plushies, man. I love those. Those are the thing. Joe is cooking out. Let me see. Let me get through some of this chat. I just wanted to say not to expect me here every Saturday. Maybe I might just pop up in the middle of the week and decide, I don't want to stream if I don't have anything I want to impart to the people. I want to interact with everybody, but I don't want to stream unless I have something to say. I don't want to be making up crap to say to you just so I can be streaming. That doesn't make any sense. And yeah. Joe, would you ever hire an editor because the point is to edit themselves because he loves it? That is true. Would you hire an editor to reduce your workload? Absolutely not. 80% of my video, 70% of my video is editing. If someone else edits my video, they're going to be different videos. Because when I shoot and I'm doing the little thing and I'm showing and I need to work on that too. There are so many different parts of my videos I want to improve. But when I'm shooting the food close-ups, I'm paying very close attention to what I do and how I move everything so it will piece together and look correct, which I have not mastered, by the way, not by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, another. Ooh, you may not have humor trail. It is like cats and dogs out there right now, buddy. I'm telling you. Editing is my thing. And then when you film to edit. I don't know how in the world I would have somebody do my editing for me. I would actually do better having someone film my videos and me edit them. And then it still wouldn't be right because they're not going to be talking and thinking about me editing. Like, which way do I look at the camera? You know, because I talk to 3 cameras because I can't remember all my lines all the time. That's honestly why I do that. And then how to look at it, and when I'm talking, just exactly when to look at it, when to look back, and when to look back at this camera. Yeah, it makes a difference. Let me show you something. I was going to tell you something. When I'm shooting a video, and I'm doing the part where this is what it looks like, and I come back and say, now we've seen what it looks like, and we see how much it was. I actually have a picture in front of me, like that. I'm actually... Can you all hear that? Can you all hear that? It is wicked out there. I actually look at that picture, and I'm telling you, that camera is not as kind as my eyes. I thought that sandwich, this one here, didn't look that bad. And then then I get into my editing, and I'm looking at it, and I'm literally... My wife looks at it and we start laughing. That thing looks terrible. But it is what it is. It is, and it's not my fault those things get the crush factor. Not my fault, dude. It's the way they package them. They wrap them up too tight in their wrapper, and that's what happens. But I appreciate that, Dr. Kupra. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a one-man show. I'm not trying to operate a big business with employees. I honestly don't make a fraction of the revenue that it would take to make a living for one person. Even though I have a 100 and... How many subs do I got? 134,000, something like that. Some of that came from Twitch. Twitch people help watching my channels help Tartizzle. Oh, Birdshot, you don't need to do that. Thank you for the super chat. I got a new kitten. So fun having a cat again. My last cat made it 23 years old. McDonald's has a $2.50 Filet-O-Fish app. I like Filet-O-Fish. Do you think I'll ask you right now. Just type yes if you think I need to do a review of the Filet-O-Fish sandwich since it's Lent. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done Filet-O-Fish sandwich, and if it's $2.50 on the app, I could score on that because I do. Contrary to popular belief, I actually use my app a fair amount. I did with Hardee's for sure. Because I wanted to get that 2 for $7 special because I figured their fish sandwich. Yes, no, Larry. Why don't you want me to do a Filet-O-Fish sandwich, Larry Trowski? Birdshot. Everybody says yes except you. So I need an explanation. Why don't you want me to do it, Larry? I'll wait. There shouldn't be any. We should be pretty close as far as. Lag on the screen, on the chat screen. I'm curious. Yeah, they are. They're probably not going to do that well. But Larry, at least you're thinking about me. You don't want to be disappointed. But I know what a Filet-O-Fish is. For some, they always strike me as never being quite hot enough. The bread always seems stale. But I like them anyway. Who knows? Maybe there's something in it that really goes well with me. But I think I'm going to keep doing fish sandwiches up till about 4 days. I mean, the fish sandwiches, you know, as far as a videographer and a YouTuber, you like to get a lot of views. The fish sandwiches are not going to perform very well for me. I'm not real crazy for the numbers. Take, for instance, in just a few days on the Domino's, I got like 12,000 views. On this first fish sandwich, I got 3,000. I mean, that's for what I'm used to getting. That's actually quite low. Anyway, so yeah, at least you're thinking about me, not wanting to set me up. Thank you very much, H2 Speedruns, Mr. Tiny Hand. If you like it, bonus easy. Yep. Let me see. Curtis Hill, what do you say? Joe, got bad news for you. Went to Culver's and got a walleye, but this year it still has outlines of skin and parts of it all years before. Never had. Wow. I would have took it back to them, man. They want to know. They want to know when their food sucks. I questioned about that. Hey, what if I do a review on your stuff and I think it sucks? Well, we want to know so we can make it better. You know, that's the right answer. So, yeah, that's disturbing. Curtis, I actually went to Culver's about 5 days ago, last week, and had the walleye, but I didn't get a sandwich. I actually got it on a dinner plate. I got 2 fillets. It was marvelous, I say. Larry is a goldfish gobbler. Would you ever consider going international? Well, tell you the truth about going international, I don't have the budget for it. I don't have the budget. I pretty much pay for my food that I use in the reviews. It pays for the electricity here. It pays for the internet so I can stream occasionally and talk to all my subscribers and everybody that watches my videos that I love so much, that keep me going. Freddie the Food King is in the house. Oh, you thought you were going to slip past me, Mr. Freddie. You like the fillet of fish too? Yeah, I do. I like I always get a double fillet. Too much bread on there for days. They need to give us a full slice of cheese though. I don't agree with that half slice of cheese. I think a lot of cheese goes good with fish. But Freddie the Food King does food reviews mostly out of his car. Freddie the Food King has been doing reviews since before I was born. Well, maybe not quite that, because I think I might even be actually older than Freddie. But and I won't press him for that. But hey, Freddie, thank you for stopping by, brother. Oh, Mr. Shiny Enthusiast, Yummy Harry. Thank you very much, Jersey Cake Cards. Appreciate it. Larry Trowski. Yeah, they and their excuse for that was not to save money, was to not overwhelm the taste of the fish. And they've changed their fish. You know, I don't know. Oh, I am just jacking my jaw, and I have not opened my letter. How do you let me do this? Okay, Birdshot. We're going to open this bad boy up and see what's in there. This comes from Michael from somewhere in Alabama. Oh, I don't want to peel all the tape off here, and then you'll dox him and stuff. From New Marchette, Alabama. Michael sent me a letter. It is opening time. Yay. Look, what did he say? Ooh, what is this? Ooh, it's a letter. Ooh, Moore's Mill. Look at this. This is a patch. Where am I going to put this, though? See that? Is that not cool? 335, engine 335. I bet you that's a place. Let me get it. It's out of focus. There you go. How's that? That's better focused. Is that not cool? Yes, I like that. Sweet. Let's see about the letter. He sent me a letter. That is so cool. Oh, I can't read the whole letter online here. This is like War and Peace on here. Michael H. I won't give you your full name on there. Here, let me read this real quick. Thank you for taking the time to open this, read it carefully, and respond to this. I'd like to apologize for my handwriting. It's a side effect that I deal with. My handwriting... Does this look like bad handwriting to you? That's not bad handwriting. Weeks ago, you were live on TikTok. Yeah, he saw me on TikTok. I live stream on TikTok every once in a while. When I get the mood, I'll go on there. Oh, your sign here, and I'm hoping for the best. He wants me to sign something. He wanted my autograph? Who in the world will want my autograph? Freddie the Food King, dude. Is that a firefighter thing? It looks like an engine thing. Oh yeah, well it's got a picture of a train engine on there, so I'm confused. Y'all gonna have to help me out with that. Can you say like hit the button just one video to see if there's a difference? I just once. Half Demon, what are you talking about? Hit the button? Oh, you want me to say hit the button in a video? Why? You're gonna have to tell me why. Let me read this real quick and see if there's something. If I can read this on the air. I may not want me to read it on the air, dudes. He's a 27-year-old firefighter from North Alabama. So you were right. You were right. Okay. I'm stupid. Collecting autograph. He collects autographs. What do you want me to autograph? You want me to autograph this? You want me to autograph the patch? Auburn football, Huntsville. Your name. Oh, he wants an autographed 8x10 picture of me, and he was going to send me a picture, but he thought that might be a little creepy. I wouldn't have thought so. I would have signed it. I could print a picture of myself and sign it, I guess. I'd have to go get some photographic type printer paper. I've got a nice laser printer. I guess I could. Anyway, enough of that. So he's a firefighter. Thank you for your service, my friend. I love firefighters. You got a hell of a job. Hell of a job. You know, I was a nurse for all those years, right? And yeah, you have to go out and help people. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading chat. But thank you for your service, my friend. Thank you for the nice letter. I'm going to reread that when we get off air so I can actually spend time, because people are not going to want to watch me sit there and read a letter to myself. But I thank you for the patch. That is like cool. That's going to have to go up here on the stage somewhere where we can see it every time we watch a video. Maybe right about there. Okay, that's going to go up there. You'll see it in my backdrop in every video for the beginning of time. Anyway. Yeah, my handwriting, I print. I write cursive and it just looks bad. Anyway, firefighter running toward the fire engine and running away. Yeah, firefighter running toward the fire when everybody's running away. That's true. It's a dangerous job. It's very hazardous, especially when it's not so much getting burned as it is inhaling fumes and things. You don't know what in the God's name is burning up in houses. Anyway, Dick. Okay, let me. Somebody wants to know, Joe, do you think I should get a Dave's Double Whopper with cheese if I bring it home the wrong thing? Or grab the canoe paddle and hit me with it? Please, I need advice. Dave's Double or a Whopper with cheese? Dave's Double. And if she hits you with the canoe paddle, I'm sorry, man. How many cameras does it take to shoot one of your videos? How do you mount them in your car? And what type of program do you use to do your video editing? Your style is unique. Now, I can answer that one real easy. I'll show you the mounts. I have 6 cameras, 6 GoPros in my car. And in the studio, I shoot with 3 DSLRs. I would show you the 90D, except I'm actually using that for my live stream. I'll show you this. This is camera 1. You're talking to camera 2, and camera 3 looks just like camera 1. And then when I shoot my food close-ups, I'm shooting with a small point and shoot because it's not very heavy, and I have a dolly and everything. But I'll show you how it goes. Uh-oh, I have screwed something. Hold on one second. I have killed my stream somehow. Yeah, let me fix it. Refresh. Video lead in. No, I don't want to see that. We want to go to 4K card. Can you still hear me? We're alive. Yay. Technology. Yeah, your question. Low key, you killed the stream. No, I don't. I picked up my camera and bumped the cable, and then it crapped the bed, but I fixed it. Still out of focus. There. Is that more better? Are we live again? How's that? Yeah, I mean, Wendy's has not been that great. They cook too far ahead. All right, let me go out. Let me go and get. I'll show you a typical clamp that I use that I hold up my cameras with. All right, here we are. I have, this is the one that sits outside the car, and the GoPro will clamp onto here. I used to have a non-broke camera. This is the camera. It is a G7X. This is one of my original cameras that I bought, and I use it for my food close-up because the G7X has the same sensor as the SL2 and SL3, and even the 70D. I think it has the same sensor as the 70D. But this is a food close-ups, and I have a little dolly I do that on. Typically, on the inside of the car, I have this. And you may ask me what this big old ugly-ass piece of cardboard is. That's my sun shield. That way, when I have a GoPro sitting here, the sun won't shine on the lens, or the sun won't shine on the camera and cause it to get hot. Because the Hero 10s that I used to use, and I tell you straight up front, if you have the opportunity to buy a Hero 10, pass it up. It is a steaming pile of crap. Hero 9s, not that good a resolution, extremely poor low light performance with it. They're not that great, but they're relatively stable. The 10s were lock up and die specials. The Hero 12s are solid, man. This and I gotta go in a little bit, but I'll give you an example. Okay, when I shot my Bojangles video, and I don't want to give it away. Okay, I had a camera run of 23 minutes from the time I started recording to the time I stopped recording, a contiguous run. On the Hero 10s, that would have never happened. They would have overheated probably around 18 minutes, and that's not even on a hot day. Okay, I have a Hero 10 that I keep, that I shoot my selfies with. What I did is I put it up in the window. I started it 3 minutes into the recording. I started the Hero 10 recording. I had at a different angle. I didn't use it. 5 minutes before I was done filming, the Hero 10 overheated and shut down. And the other cameras weren't even really they were just warm to touch. That just shows you. The Hero 10s are crap. Out of 5 of those, I only have 1 or 2 that are moderately functional that still lock up. So there. Not that I tell you what, I actually had an offer to do collaboration advertisement for GoPro. They came to me. I tell you, I get them every day. And they were going to give me a free GoPro and initially like $2 or $3 grand to stick it in my video. I turned them down, didn't do it. I was going to work out something where they gave me a bunch of Hero 12s, but I already got 6 of them. I don't need any more. But anyway, onward. Let me get on to the thing. But I hope that answered your question. Did that help you out? That's what you want to know? And I use Vegas Pro for editing. I use the current version of that. I have a computer with it's an i9, and I've got a 4090 in it. As far as a video card, I was going to get a 5090, but everybody, if you know anything about video cards out there, you know about the 5090s and how all that went. You can't even buy them. And I don't know if they're going to be that much better, but I love my 4090. It is so great. We found Jeff, we found you on TikTok. We love your videos. From Haley and Jeff in Boston. Hello, Haley and Jeff in Boston. I'm sorry if I missed some of your chats. You can ask me again if it's important. Just don't ask me 60 times. I appreciate that. Yeah, I occasionally will stream on TikTok. Sometimes I'll go out there and shill for subs for YouTube. It just depends on what I want. If I got something I want to say, I will stream. What year is your Volkswagen? My Donovan. My Volkswagen that you see in the videos is a 1989 Jetta diesel. There are two different versions of 89s. There was done in the first half of the year and the second half of the year. The second half of the year used all the parts for the 1990 version in 1991, so the electronics are different. The 1989 did not come with the turbo diesel. I transplanted a turbo diesel into it. Currently, I have just shy of 600,000 miles on that car. Probably about 150, 200,000 on that engine that I rebuilt, that I put in it, that I personally did out here in the shop behind me. Have you ever lost footage and had to redo? Yes, low key. There's nothing sucks worse than that. Or better yet, when you're doing the temperature test, say the numbers backwards. Uh-oh. What's that? How do you get a birthday shout out? Read any of my descriptions. Is my video working and everything on YouTube? Y'all see me? I don't want to open Studio. Are y'all seeing me? I got to do a video check here because I'm getting a warning from YouTube, but I'm not seeing anything reflecting that. Why? This is why you're the real Joe. Turning down brands. Well, it's not that I turned it down because I hated it. I was tempted because they were giving me so much, and I don't like to put. I don't put ads in my videos. Good. So everything's working. I don't know what YouTube is talking about with their errors. I don't know. Anyway. You can't. How long have I worked on cars? Since I was born, or since I was probably about 13 years old. Maybe YouTube is like crapping the bed a little bit. Let me take a quick look and see if there's something I can do. I don't know what the hell I want. Okay, I've got YouTube straightened out. I don't know what their problem was. Okay, we're good. Back to questions. We'll do a few more questions. I was getting a warning up here. I've got like a lot of people for YouTube. I got 78 people. I got 26 people. Twitch streamers are coming to see me. Twitch streams always show up about time I'm ready to shut off. How long have I worked on cars? Since I was like 12 or 13. My first car was a 1963 Chevy Nova convertible, and I put an engine in it, and I drove it back. Yeah, I froze a while back. That's when I pulled the plug on my camera, and maybe that caused YouTube to crap its little bed. Okay, so we're good. It was giving me a big warning, but it's all gone now. Who knows? I initially had problems back weeks ago, and it turned out that I had a bad patch cable coming over here to the notebook. I've about talked myself out. Again, I want to thank Michael for sending me this, and Michael, just email me and we'll work something out. If you want to collect an autograph, I don't think that I am like famous enough for an autograph, but if you want one, man, I'll be glad to give you one. We'll work it out. Give Cole a shout out. Shout out to Cole. I hope I said that right. Brian looks like a pizza cutter or a knife. It's a knife. How do you learn to do all the production and post-production? It seems so complicated. It is a lot. Trial and error and practice. Watching how-to YouTube videos, which most of the time didn't help very much and were misleading. Trial and error. And I still learn new tricks in Vegas. Every time I do an edit, I do something, and I'm like, ooh, you can do that too. That'll save a step. You know, that kind of stuff. I see it all the time. And trial and error. All my cuts and transitions, stuff like that, trial and error. A lot of times I'll accidentally do something. I'm like, well, that doesn't look bad. And then it's permanently a thing how I do it. Like clapping. Actually, what started the clapping to transition was I was opening cans of Coca-Cola into the camera, and it wasted 2 cans of Coca-Cola, and then I got Coca-Cola all over my lens, and it was just a mess to clean up. So I stopped doing that. Clapping was much cleaner. Didn't screw up my camera so bad. Oh, hey, hi, how's it going? IO Max, how are we doing? Or did I say that? I'm a no to Jack 11.99. I'll just call you 11.99. But thank you, Detroit. Thank you all for giving me the Prime subs. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you're arriving late, mostly I just wanted to say I was going to spend more time focusing on my videos. I may not be here every weekend, but I will. If I do a live stream, I will try to do it 8 o'clock on Saturdays. I may pop up in the middle of the week and just do an impromptu one, but I don't want to do them unless I actually have something to say. And as far as doing food reviews, yeah, I think I could microwave something like that, but I was putting way too much effort into my online reviews, and they were, inferior to the video reviews, and I was putting as much time in it for a regular review, and I just don't think it was a good look, and it didn't help. I know you all tell me you enjoyed it and all, and I'm sure you did, but anyway. Vince Hoffman, I just got into the stream. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Vince. I'm actually I'm losing bandwidth. I'm having drop frames, my friends. I think that is a message from the man upstairs. Why would I be dropping frames? Storm out there? How much does taste count on the Joeishungry scale? Actually, quite a bit. Taste can erase a lot of failed metrics. Typically, a failed metric costs you roughly a point unless it is egregious, like Hardy last video that you all saw, the Hardy's video. That to me was fairly egregious. Did you know that the FDA rules, that you have to have nutritional information, and even if you put the weights in, you can be within 20%, give or take one way or the other, and still be okay with the FDA. To me, that's insane. Somebody with some money had to be lobbying when they made that rule up. That means if you have a 10-ounce burger, it can weigh 8 ounces, and it's still, according to the FDA, still a 10-ounce burger. Give me a break. It don't work like that here. And then, of course, I don't know. YouTube is like, am I freezing again? Please go do the fish fillet. You can get up to 250. I'm going to do that birdshot. I think I might just do that. Let me see what, I don't want to open a widget. There. I don't know. I'm getting all sorts of warnings from YouTube. Whatever. What made me decide to go in nursing? I thought it was really looked like a cool thing to do. I had no idea. You don't know what nursing is like until you actually do it. Nursing school doesn't teach you what nursing is. It just teaches you how to pass the test. You have to learn that on the fly. Culver says the walleye fish too. I've already had it. I reviewed it twice. John, it is awesome. I may do the fish fillet. I also might do the deep sea double at deep sea double. Brain seizure. Deep sea double is Checkers. But I bet you I know why. I can hear the thunder out there right now. We're getting a thunderstorm, brothers and sisters. You're on 5. Yeah, I was having some upstream. I had a little bit of loss of upstream here just a few minutes ago. I got another warning, but it's gone and we're running clear again. And now I'm hearing thunder outside. I'm going to get a few more questions and I'm going to beg off tonight because I still have a lot of pre-editing to do. Because if I'm going to shoot a video tomorrow, which I may or may not, it depends on how I feel when I get out of bed. I'm still got a backlog. I stay 2 or 3 ahead on the title rolls, but I've used them all up, and so I need to spit some time. Yeah, we just now getting thunder, but good, appreciate it. Have there been any episodes, items that got... Okay, Joe, this is a good question. Schmegly pork. Have there ever been any episode items that looked horrible but turned out to be much better than expected? Actually, yes, that actually happens more often than you think. Yeah, I see. I got it now. You thought I got it. I can read that. I can't tell you which one it is, but that's happened a lot of times. I'm going and expecting it to be a total dumpster fire and actually give it a good score. And then other times I think it's going to be good and it turns out to be a dumpster fire. I thought Hardee's wasn't going to be too bad, and they kind of they could have been better, believe me. They were like so small. Yay! Nebraska rules. I'm not from Nebraska, by the way. This is a Runza t-shirt. Runza rules. And I so wish Runza would open up one down here in Georgia so I could go review it. I'm not going to stop live streaming Half Demon. I'm just not going to be like, I feel like, oh, I got to be ready by Saturday. I got to do a live stream. So if I go to visit because I'm going to run to Ohio. I think I'm going to go to Ohio I haven't even told my sister, toward midweek. And I bring all this camera equipment and all these computers so I can run live stream out of my brother's house. And sometimes I just want to chill, but I'm not going to stop. I can't. I like live streaming. I just don't want to try and make it into my primary thing. It's just not. I need to focus on my videos, and there are parts of my videos that I'm not happy with that I want to be a lot better, and I need to work on that. But I'm the Half Demon. No, I can't not stop live streaming. Look, I actually had a good turnout tonight. I appreciate that. I like turnout. It's all about how many people come and watch. But I'm going to take about 2 more questions, and then I'm going to head out of here before the big storm starts. Do you ever think about reviewing Costco menu items? Yes, I have, but Costco's quite a long way away from me, and I don't have a membership, and I'm not really sure. I don't like to really drive a long way to get stuff because the food gets old, and I don't I don't do the full reviews in my cars anymore. I don't do that. Has there ever been a 10? No. Jersey Jake cards, there has never been a 10. 9.8's been the highest. That would have been Massey's Pizza. I don't have the link at my fingertips to send it to you, but I did one. I did a 9.0 for Northwoods Walleye. Yes, sir, I did. I saw your stuff on TikTok and wanted to see your content here. That's Shimagami. It's Shimagami. Okay. I suck at these. Yeah, do you notice that the elevator music, that I have different music in my TikToks because I use out of their library? That is some putrid elevator music. It causes me physical pain to recut my videos to those songs. It really does, because they're just basically organized elevator music that was done badly on a computer. But if you notice that, I say come to YouTube if you want to hear the real tunes. That's where they're at, because I don't get any trash from them about it. I don't know. I can't remember which episode, but I know it's been a number of times. I just don't know which episode that was on. I woke up really total Joker. Are you all right? I woke up really sick, miserable today, and your stream made me Aw, Joker. Dude, I'm sorry you felt bad. I've been sick a couple times lately. I'm stomach stuff. Come up to the Midwest, you're going to get some Runza. Man, that's a long drive to go get a Runza. That is a long drive from here. That's like probably a couple 1,000 miles. And I drive everywhere. In my Jetta, by the way. Yo, I wish you could try Culver's with me. If you were close by, I would. I'd do that. Hey, yeah. Anyway, I can't. I'm not allowed to curse in my live streams. I get yelled at for that. Joe is hungry. Mr. Beast collab win. Well, I'm waiting on a call from Mr. Beast right now, and the phone has not rang, and I don't know why. You know, if he calls, I'll consider doing one with him. But when he does, we will. We'll work something out. I'm not a real big collab guy. I'm not real good at it. What's Runza? Runza's this sandwich thing that they make the bread and they put the meat in it and then they cook it. So it's kind of like a little loaf of bread with meat in it, and they use cabbage, beef, and some other stuff. You Runza people out there, I hope I'm getting close enough. Just do a Joe is Hungry Runza. I did a review on some frozen ones. So if you want to know what they actually are, I would definitely recommend getting them at the restaurant, not getting them frozen. Freezing them doesn't do them any favors at all. Same with Massey's Pizza. They sell frozen pizzas and they ship them overnight to you. No, there's no way you can cook them like they do in their ovens. Anyway, yeah, they are. Do a Google search for Runza. I mean, you can look at that. Are there any other food YouTubers you're a fan of and would want to collab with? I would, that question, I haven't watched a food review just briefly in ages. Sometimes Report of the Week. If Report of the Week called me up and says, hey, I want, ooh. Did y'all hear that? Could you all hear that through the mic? That made me jump. That was close. Anyway, if I get cut off and this stream ends, we know why, because the power went off. Yeah, when Report calls me up, I love Report. We can do a live collab. I'll do one with Report. Mr. Beast, I don't know. I have to think about that. I also want to do a live collab at some point with Joe Bartolozzi. I promised him to do it. I never do get around to it. You can buy a stone oven pizza for Joe. You can buy a pizza stone for your oven, Joe. Yeah, they say that helps. Metal building. Absolutely, metal building. Absolutely. That means I'm in a Faraday cage. It's not going to get me. It just startled me. I didn't expect it. Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear the thunder? That was cool, wasn't it? Made me jump. Anyway, is your favorite basketball player LeBron James? No, I don't have a favorite basketball player. I haven't watched basketball since I don't know when. Here comes the thunder. You getting nastiness we got the other day. Oh yeah. Review Bra and Joe. Yeah. I'd like Review Bra is not, we're two completely different animals. Review Bra is going to sit there and talk about that food for quite a while. I like to get it over with like super fast. Get it over with. Get it over with. Get it over with. Don't stop and breathe. Move on. Oh, what else we got? I think we're about done here. I have Suits. 6-year-old video of his man cave in his channel, guys. Yes, I do, Half Demon. I do. And it's not much different than it was, except I have pizza boxes in here. Back then, I don't even think I had pizza boxes. I had my coats hanging on the wall. It looked terrible. Johnny S. Well, welcome to my live stream. You're almost at the end. If I live stream, I've been live streaming pretty much every weekend. I skipped last weekend. I will see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I wasn't going to do one today, but I decided to. Anyway, everybody, how do you source your fuzzy cats in your video intros? I go outside with my GoPro and shoot them at 240 frames per second. My sister shoots her cats. These are our cats in their natural environment. We definitely film them on the top of my car or out in the backyard. Dicey, son, how are you? Y'all got to tell me goodbye because I am fixing to bail and get out of here before the big storm starts. And I don't know if I'll get any work done if it kills the power. I don't want to end my stream with the power going out, guys. Anyway, tell me goodbye, everybody, so I can knock off for tonight and see what goes. Chocolate Egg, Son, how are you? Dicey, how are you? Tell me goodnight, boys. Come on. I know. I'll let you know when I do it. Okay, there you go. I know there's a little delay, but it's no more than about 3 seconds. I use it on ultra low latency mode. Maybe that's every sneeze in my upstream. Oh yeah, I'm going to be up a little while editing still. I still have stuff to do. Good night, guys. I am going to bail and peace out.